Hi guys, this is Robert here at Max Guitar talking to you about the Les Paul Tribute series from Gibson. You see 4 of these guitars around me, so you see 4 different colors, 2 different pickup configurations like P90s, which are basically single coils that are a little bit beefed up. So they have a lot of output, and of course the humbucker that everybody knows. So I get a lot of questions about these guitars because they're affordable. They're even under €1,000. So for a real Gibson, that is really mind-blowing because they're made in USA and they have grade A mahogany bodies and necks, very good tuners from Gibson, of course Gibson pickups, and a wraparound tailpiece. If you compare them, for instance, to an Epiphone, because I get that question a lot, so what is better, an upscale or high-end Epiphone, or let's say in this case a low-end Gibson? Well, I can give you quite a, let's say, detailed answer on that, but the basic difference between these guitars is that, I mean, regardless the color, of course, is that the Epiphones are of course made in the Far East, in China, and these are made in the USA. And that does make for quite a difference. I mean, the craftsmanship of the Epiphones is of course great and second to none, but it's still a budget guitar. So the main difference between these 2 guitars, apart from the looks and some of the details that I will go into a little later, is the wood. So for a lot of people who start playing guitar, wood is wood. So they think, you know, wood is a constant, but it's really not a constant. So if you take, let's say, a tree and you cut it, it really depends on how you store it, how you saw it, how moist or how humid the surroundings are, how you dry it, etc., etc. So a lot of this wood that is used for the cheaper guitars is kiln dried or oven dried to speed up the process of making the guitar. And I'm not saying that this is the ultimate Gibson, because it's not, but it's let's say if you play this guitar and if you play this guitar, they're both good. They sound good, but there is a difference in feel. I was just discussing this with Sasha, who is recording this, and the major difference is that, you know, the sustain, the warmth and the openness of the sound of a Gibson, even though it's one of the, let's say, entry-level models, is much more professional. It's much more, let's say, yeah, I would say real, but that would be negating the quality of this guitar. But it's a good guitar, and of course it looks a lot better because it's glossy, it has the binding, it has the nicer inlays, etc. But I dare you to come and test them both and then see what you like better. So this is more like a workhorse guitar. It has a flat top, as you can see. This one has an arch top, so it looks more like an original, let's say 58, 59, 60 Les Paul, but in fact it's not, because the major difference, as I said before, is the wood. And the wood makes up for, let's say, 80% of the sound of a guitar, and then of course complemented by hardware, craftsmanship, and not in the last place, the pickups. But the pickups, especially in starter guitars, are a lot of the times are overrated. I mean, people buy cheap guitars, change the pickups, spend a lot of money when it's really better to you know, spend that money on a little bit more expensive guitar, let's say in the range between 800 and 1,000, and get, let's say, a better guitar for the money. So, but in the end, it's up to you, what you like, what you prefer, what kind of looks, what kind of sound. I can only give my, well, let's say, expert opinion. It's more based on experience. These guitars are really built to last. Gibson gives a lifelong warranty. And yeah, I'd rather play a guitar, let's say, that I really like, even if it's an Epiphone, or it doesn't really matter which guitar it is, as long as you are happy with it. But the ultimate difference here is this is a more Spartan looking, but a little bit better quality guitar. And this is a more complete looking, let's say, replica of a Gibson, but it will never be a Gibson. So taking all these things in consideration, again, come and test for yourself, because I think that is the ultimate test and the ultimate way of buying a guitar. So don't buy online if you're not sure. I mean, you're welcome to, but I'd rather that you sit here for an hour testing these guitars and making the right decision than you know, not being sure, especially when you buy something online. You never know what you missed. So if you come to the store, you will know what you missed, because you will choose the other guitar. So hope to see you at Max Guitar, and Thank you for watching and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Bye.